Today in cannabis news, New Jersey state regulators delay the start of adult-use cannabis commerce over fears of insufficient supply. The U.S. Senate unanimously advances a bill to promote cannabis scientific studies in the country, and after rumors on a possible vote began to circulate, U.S. congressional lawmakers formally schedule a House chamber vote on a major federal cannabis policy reform bill. It's Monday, March 28th, and this is your TRICHOMES Morning Buzz.
Broadcasting live from the TRICHOMES.com studios in Southern California. It's time for your Morning Buzz. We bring you late-breaking news that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the cannabis industry.
First up, the legalized distribution of adult-use cannabis in New Jersey, which was slated to start toward the end of next month, has been postponed due to concerns that there would not be sufficient cannabis supply for recreational and medical users, according to a state government official. Executive Director Jeff Brown of the New Jersey Cannabis Regulatory Commission stated recently that there was not sufficient indication that supply would not be an issue, according to NJ.com. Brown also stated that an extra 100,000 pounds of cannabis must be readied to accommodate consumer demand. Prior to adult use commerce starting, state statute mandates a 30-day notification. The CRC has called a conference for April 11th, indicating that adult use cannabis commerce in the state will begin during the middle of May at the earliest. Additionally, the CRC granted provisional permits to 68 growers and producers. But, according to NJ.com, they would be launching in the fall at best. Next up, the U.S. Senate overwhelmingly adopted a federal cannabis proposal in recent days, though it isn't the National Cannabis Reform Bill from Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and colleagues that Senator Schumer had promised to present to the chamber soon. Instead, it's a bipartisan bill aimed solely at promoting cannabis scientific studies. The Cannabidiol and Marijuana Research Expansion Act is championed by Senators Dianne Feinstein, Brian Schatz, and Chuck Grassley. It was passed with unanimous support with no dispute by the entire Senate. The bill would simplify the registration procedure for research teams interested in studying cannabis, as well as urge the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to create cannabis-based treatments. The bill would further verify that clinicians are permitted to share the pros and cons of cannabis with their patients, and it would mandate the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services to file reports on the possible health effects of cannabis and an analysis on the hurdles to cannabis studies and ways to resolve them. Last up, the U.S. House of Representatives will this week, for the second time, vote on a proposal to withdraw cannabis from the Registry of Federally Controlled Substances and encourage social equity in the sector, according to prominent members of the U.S. Congress. House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jared Nadler's proposal, the Marijuana Opportunity Reinvestment and Expungement Act, will be deliberated by House lawmakers. Last session, a previous iteration of the bill passed the House, yet stagnated in the Senate, which was then led by Republicans. House lawmakers formally added the cannabis bill to the series of proposals they want to discuss in the... That was today's Buzz. Thanks for listening. For more cannabis news and insights from industry professionals and a place to discuss these stories and others, visit TRICHOMES.com. And be sure to catch up with all of our other cannabis industry-related podcasts like Hash It Out, Tech in Cannabis, or the International Cannabis Conversation, wherever you get your podcasts. For TRICHOMES.com, I'm RJ Balde, signing off.